They've been saying that the cause of inflation isn't their madball spending program, it's corporate greed and price gouging. This is just preposterous rhetoric.
Folks, this inflation crisis is the Frankenstein monster of Biden and Harris. You know, that's not price gouging.
Biden blaming corporations for inflation is like looking into a mirror on a bad hair day and screaming at the mirror. It's not the mirror's fault, it's a reflection of you.
If you watch Fox News or Fox Business, that's not me, or you read Rupert Murdoch's Wall Street Journal, you've likely heard this familiar refrain these past few years. Quote, don't blame corporate greed for inflation, blame the Democrats. Meanwhile, the reality is the Biden-Harris administration has been working overtime on behalf of all Americans, regardless of political party, to curb inflation, in part by taking direct aim at corporate price gouging. Even just yesterday, the Biden-Harris administration was in court trying to block a merger between two major grocery store chains, Kroger and Albertsons. The administration argued that this merger would mean less competition between grocery stores, which in turn would mean less competition for consumers or customers, allowing a new mega grocery store to set prices as high as it wants. During that hearing, Kroger's senior director for pricing admitted in a sworn testimony that when it came to products like milk and eggs, Kroger's raised prices more than they needed to, also known as price gouging. So yes, corporations really are raising prices on consumers more than they have to, and the only reason we would know about it is because the Biden-Harris administration is working to hold them to account. Joining us now, Faz Shakir, founder and executive director of More Perfect Union and the former campaign manager for Bernie Sanders' 2020 presidential campaign. Faz, explain to the viewers why this Biden-Harris administration move to block this merger is so important for all Americans, regardless of their political party.
Well, we know competition is the lifeblood of the economy, Katie. And when we have competition, it tends to create small businesses who are entrepreneurial. It means that you've got better quality products. And if you don't have that competition, what happens? You have a bunch of, autocratic corporate leaders who will just try to be greedy and take as much as they can get. And that's what you have with the Kroger-Albertsons merger. They want to drive out competition in so many towns and cities across America, jack up the price for all basic items. And the testimony being provided by their own director of pricing reveals that. That is their strategy. They want to crush all the competition. And that, most people standing at home saying, well, what do you do about it? Well, thankfully, we do have a Biden-Harris administration who's going aggressively at price fixing by corporate monopolists, trying to break up not only Kroger and Albertsons, but places like Ticketmaster, Apple, Google, Amazon, large conglomerates, so that small businesses can thrive. And as a result, if we stay on this track, Harris has pledged in her presidency, she'll continue on the price gouging, and there is so much more to investigate and go after.
And Faz, I'm glad that you brought it up again. There's this email, right, that we saw during the hearing. The head of pricing at Kroger said, quote, on milk and eggs, retail inflation has been significantly higher than cost inflation. Translation, we raised prices more than we needed to. But then a Kroger spokesperson told Bloomberg, quote, this cherry-picked email covers a specific period and does not reflect Kroger's decades-long business model to lower prices for customers by reducing its margins. I mean, Faz, it's no secret. Corporations took advantage of the pandemic and created greedflation. But now this is like one of those smoking gun memorandum that we sometimes don't get to see unless pressed. Corporations are pressed by things like the Biden-Harris administration to show their hands.
Right, to testify in court, and they have to yeah, that's right. And it's not just Kroger. So in the last few months alone, the DOJ Antitrust Division has brought a suit against a company called RealPage that sets algorithmic pricing for corporate landlords so they profit maximize. And through that case, we found that the landlords love the product because, quote unquote, it allows us to do price fixing. That's what we find through the DOJ antitrust case. And through another FTC investigation, they went after a big oil company called Pioneer, whose CEO, Scott Sheffield, we find was colluding with OPEC overseas to set the price of oil high during the pandemic so that people would pay more in gas. How do we find this out? Because the FTC and the DOJ are on the case. You need cops on the beat, and we're learning more about the price fixing that's going on. In just the past 2 years, we've learned that chicken producers from the Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson were conspiring to raise the prices of chicken. We've learned that Cal-Maine, one of the major producers of eggs in this country, was found guilty by a jury for price fixing. It is rampant in our economy, and the only way you take it on is you make sure there's competition in the economy and you have cops on the beat in the government who do something about it.
Yeah, and let's kind of disabuse people that are freaking out, especially Republicans, about it being some type of Marxism or communism by having Kamala Harris suggest, that she's going to combat and get rid of price gouging. Okay, so let's be clear. Kamala Harris is not saying that she's going to randomly pick prices for your chickens and for your eggs and whatever. What she's going to do is she's going to make sure that there's administrative agencies, and we could have a whole conversation about Chevron and how it destroyed that, but administrative agencies are going to be checking this and making sure and gatekeeping so that corporations aren't allowed to just set the prices whatever the heck they want to, and that American consumers are protected, right?
And yes, all correct. And I would add that the government has always played a role in price negotiation so that you can't just get away with exorbitant price abuse. And we see this in electric markets and water markets. How do you think those things are set? Those rates are set because the government plays a role in them. How does the Department of Defense purchase things? They negotiate prices. How does Medicare now negotiating prices with pharma? This is a good thing. This is how we prevent us from being gouged.